Hello Crafty Budgeters and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. On this channel we are working to craft a budget and a lifestyle to become debt free. Y'all, I am so excited to share with you my 2023 savings challenges that I will be doing this year to get me on track with my financial goals. If you want to know what my financial goals are, definitely check out my video, my 2022 financial goals. I also share my personal goals in there. But y'all, we have some deep, good goals for this year in regards to my finances, and especially with paying off debt and putting money to savings and emergency fund. And these saving challenges are going to help me reach that goal. Y'all, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, sorry, there's a piece of hair on this. Last year I did a video all around just fun, easy savings challenges that you can do that's not going to break the bank. Is really budget friendly no matter how much money you make. A lot of it is just like money that you have, like rollover money from week to week, or money that it's not like we're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars every week. Like, no one has time for that. Well, I would like to have time for that if I could, but since that's not happening over on this channel, and debt is still the very big priority for us over here, I wanted to still create some challenges that I can still save and feel like I'm reaching my goals, but also realizing that I might not have all of the money to go to savings or these challenges that I want to. So these are easy, fun, budget-friendly challenges that you can do on a weekly, monthly basis that I'm going to share with you. I've kind of revamped some of them. Some of them you'll see that are coming back if you remember the challenges from last year. I've added a couple new ones in there, so I'm really excited to share them with you. If you enjoy these types of videos, if you enjoy videos talking about budgeting, paying off debt, savings, reaching your financial goals, definitely hit that subscribe button. Come a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam. We have fun over here. Like and comment. I love responding back to all of y'all's comments, and we are going to get started. Let's go. So the first one we're going to talk about is actually, it wasn't in the frame. It's my savings challenge for emergency fund. And this is a really kind of simple one that some of the other challenges will go into, but for this year, I have set up my bank account where $50 is going to be taken out every time we get paid, and it's going to go right into a savings account that will then add up to about $2,600 because we get paid every week. 52 weeks times 26, I believe, is like 2,600. Y'all, you know my math isn't always the best, but it's around $2,400 to $2,600 that automatically is going to get taken out. I'm not even going to see that money, but I wanted to share that, like, you can do that as well with your bank, and create some kind of rules. Even if it's $5, if it's $10, set the amount of money that you want, and that way it's not like you have to do anything. It automatically happens. So that's the emergency fund. The goal is to save $5,000 in emergency fund. So I'm already halfway there with just doing that with my bank. And then some of these other challenges that I'm going to talk about, some of that money will go into the emergency fund challenge. And this is just an envelope. These envelopes I got from Amazon. Usually people ask. So which one do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about this one first. So this is my simple savings binder, and it's pretty similar to the savings challenges that I did last year. Now, please stick around. I have some exciting news for y'all at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around because I have some things in the works so that way you can do these challenges, and I have things ready to go for you. But you gotta wait until the very end so you know what it is. So the simple savings binder, I'm just gonna go through each one of them with you. So the first one is my coin challenge, and this is one that is rolling over from last year. And with this challenge, basically, I am a cash budgeter. So cash wallet, I take out a certain amount of money each week to go to different categories, and throughout the week I use cash to pay for them. So any money that I have left over in regards to change, I'm going to document that for each week of the month. So you will see that there's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. At the end of the week, when I do my cash stuffing for the next week, I will calculate to figure out how much money I have left in change from that previous week, and then I will indicate that on the specific week section. At the end of the month, each month, I will then go in, add up how much the amount is, and then put it on my monthly tracker right here for the coin challenge. Every tracker has an envelope that will go with it, and so I will put that change in here and then add on to it every month. I do have I purchased a one of those coin counting like piggy banks, so probably at the end of the month, so I don't have like just all this change throughout the year, at the end of each month I will just put the change into the piggy bank and then it will just stay there. But that is the coin challenge. Really easy. If you're not a cash budgeter, if you like find change throughout your house, you know, check them couches and or like any change that you can get on a weekly basis, you can use this coin challenge for that. And it's amazing how much money you can save just by saving the coins and the change that you have from week to week. It's just crazy to me how that happens. The next one is the $1 and $5 challenge. Again, this is more for those that are cash budgeters. So at the end of the week, I will see how many $1 bills, how many $5 bills I have left in my wallet. And this is the wallet that I'll be using right here. If you want to know a little bit about what envelopes are in there, check out my 2023 envelopes that I am doing for cash budgeting video. I'll link it down below as well. So, but pretty much at the end of the week, I will go in and figure out how many $1 bills I have left over, how many $5 bills I have left over, and the $1 bills I will put in this section, the $5 bills I'll put in that section for each week. Again, at the end of the month, I will add it all up and put it and indicate it on this specific month that is there. And then all of the money will go in the envelope. What you will find on this channel, I'm really trying to find the most efficient and effective and easy way to keep everything together and just this is just how my brain is structured, and that I like having everything in one place. I like to track everything, and then the corresponding envelope goes with every tracker for each challenge. So that is the $1 and $5 challenge. Then a new challenge that I've done that I created, or kind of, I mean, I didn't create it. The penny challenge has been around for a minute. And the first person that told me about the penny challenge that I saw on her channel was Rochelle Adamson Budgets. And I was like, this is pretty cool. So pretty much it's a penny a day. So January 1st, we'll just do an example. It's a penny. January 2nd, it's 2 pennies. January 3rd, and you just double every day pretty much. But I didn't want to like have a tracker that had 365 days on there. It's just too much for me. So I pretty much went in and calculated for each week how much money do I need to save at the end of that week based on the kind of calculations that are out there. You can go on Pinterest, you can go on just the internet, and you can figure out every day what that is. But for me, the way my brain works, I do weekly check-ins and weekly cash stuffing. So I wanted a weekly amount that I can save. So for the first week, I am going to be putting in 28 cents. The second week, 77 cents, so forth and so on for each month. And then I'll total it. All of that will go into its corresponding envelope. And then there are some months that have a bonus week. And so on those months, I created a bonus week, I guess, section that you can just color in to make sure that you are accounting for that week. So pretty simple, pretty simplified, I would say, compared to having a tracker that had 365 different spots. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I think it'll be just pretty easy for me to do. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The next one, which is one of my favorites that I like to do, and it's one that I can like do one time each month and then I don't think about it. Now you can do it every Wednesday, but the original challenge I believe is like Weather Wednesday, but I decided to not do that. What I do is at the first day of every month, I calculate to see what the high is for that day, and I will put that amount here. So if it's 51 degrees, for example, where I live on January 1st, it was 51 degrees. So I will put 51 here, and then the balance will be right there, and then I'll do the same for every month. Now, hold on a second. I am sweating. I have a sweatshirt on. My goodness. And I'm like over here overheated. That's because I'm just excited talking about these challenges. Whew. Okay, there we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. Now, what I've heard from other people is that depending on where you live, the high might be like really high, right? And so you might not want to stuff, depending on when you live, it's like 99 degrees out. Like you might not have the ability to stuff $100 or $99 at the beginning of the month. That is okay. So there's a couple things that you could do. You can convert, depending on where you live. Where I live, it's Fahrenheit. You can convert the Fahrenheit to Celsius. You can divide the high number by 2 or another amount that you think is would work for you. You can do an average of some sort. Whatever works for you. The main thing is that you're putting some money aside. I will try my best to do the high every month, or you could do the low, right? So if the high is too high, do whatever that low is for that day, for the first of the month. That is really easy. This one I love doing because it's like one and done. I don't really have to think about it too much, but it's just a fun way, especially like for January, like I said, it was 51. I'm like, oh, that's kind of high. February through like April, it'll be lower because it'll just be colder, I'm assuming. Who knows at this point? But then when you get to like the summer months, ooh, it gets up there. So this savings challenge can add up pretty quick depending on how you want to go about doing it. So that's the weather challenge. And then my tried and true, again from Rochelle, I think she's like the savings challenge guru. And then everyone has kind of created their own saving challenges and have taken and used different ones. But she was the first person that like got me into challenges. But there's a lot of people that are doing saving challenges out there. So if you're interested in like different ones, definitely just search for it. But the zero out challenge is one of my favorites because it's pretty easy as well. And the premise is at the end of the week before you get paid, you look at your bank account and whatever money is in your bank account, you zero it out. And you zero it out in a couple different ways. So for example, let's say you have $25.73 left in your bank account, right? You would just take 73 cents out and move that to the zero out challenge. Now, you could also take out the $5.73, or let's say maybe you have $125.73. You could take out $25.73 and put that in for that week. So I do it on a weekly basis, and it depends. Sometimes I only do the cents. Sometimes I do it to the ones place. Sometimes I do it to the tens place. It all depends on kind of how I'm feeling that week and what the bills are going to be that week and where my money can like spread out pretty much. But this is pretty easy because you could do cents, literally cents to save. And when I tell you that, you might not think that saving change adds up, just like I said about the coin challenge, but it does. It definitely does. And this is an easy way that you can put money aside every time you get paid, and really start creating a savings challenge that works for you, and that will add up. And it's amazing if you look at some other budgeters, even for myself when I did my quarterly trackers, the amount of money that I was saving at the end of each month doing out this challenge was just amazing. So I'm definitely keeping that one in here. So that's the zero out challenge. And there's only 5. There's 5 challenges. Again, very simple, easy. Most of it is just rollover money that I'll have from doing cash budgeting throughout the week. And then I'm very big on tracking progress. So I have listed every month, and then what I'll do is at the end of each month, I'll go through and calculate every week for that month, and I'll put it in their corresponding month, and then I'll go in and add all of January up, the totals for January, and then I will add that to the total here, and then what the balance is, and then so forth and so on. So I'm really excited about these challenges, y'all. It's something that works for me and my finances. Again, I'm not able to stuff and save as much as I would like just because I'm really trying to pay off this debt. And y'all, if you want to know what my 2023 debt number is, stay tuned. It is coming up. If you don't know, we started with $175,000 in debt in 2021. Yeah, it's a lot of money. And so we are on a journey to pay it off by 2025, which thankfully we're going to be paying it off way before that point. So all of my focus and priority is still paying off the debt. But with that rollover money, I'm really going to be focusing on using this simple savings binder to do it. So that is that. And y'all, I can't wait to share the exciting news. So let me share this with y'all. And then we'll go into the 100 envelope challenge and how I simplified this version. So when I did this video last year, so many of you reached out and said, I want the PDFs for these. And there was a point where I was sending them out to everyone, and then I got to a point where I had to step away from budgeting and just the Crafty Budgeter channel, and I wasn't able to send it out to y'all. What I'm going to be doing this year is I'm going to be uploading on my Etsy shop the printables for all of these challenges. So this challenge, and then I'll talk about this challenge in a second, but the printables will be up there on my Etsy shop that you can purchase for not a lot of money. You know, my biggest thing is I want y'all to reach your financial goals and not have to break a leg doing it, right? And so it'll be for a couple of dollars. You'll get all of the trackers. You don't get the envelopes or anything. It's literally all digital, so it'll come to your email. But what I'll do is I'll send you the PDF so you can cut out your own trackers, you can laminate it, you can get your own envelopes from Amazon or other places, and you can do this savings challenge and create this yourself. I'm really sad that I wasn't able to give out the PDF and send that out as much as I wanted to last year, but this year I decided I'm just going to put it on my Etsy shop. I'll put the link down below. You can go in and purchase all of the PDFs for this, as well as the 100 envelope challenge PDFs, which I'm about to talk about. So y'all, are you excited? I listened. Many of y'all have already reached out, like, where are the PDFs? What is happening? And I'm like, hold on, it's coming. Updates are coming. And I wanted to give you the updated version of everything. So like I said, it'll be in the description where you can go to purchase the printables for this, where you can create your own binders and create your own saving challenges for yourself for like a couple of dollars. All right, there you go. Okay, so 100 envelope challenge. Y'all, you know the 100 envelope challenge is a challenge that like everybody talks about. Everybody and their mama talks about. You get 100 envelopes. Hold on, let me show you some examples. I've done a couple versions. So I've done where I like just got envelopes from like the store and numbered them. Well, clearly I didn't number all of them, but because I decided to do something different. I got 100 envelopes. I numbered them 1 to 100, and then I decided I didn't like that version. Then I went and I got some of these like coin ones, and I realized that the envelopes were a little bit too small for me. And then I went and purchased some of these envelopes from Cynthia and Cassie Budget's Etsy shop, and I was doing this and stuffing them. And y'all, the challenge is amazing. The challenge literally allows you to save $5,050. And pretty much what you do, and these are some examples of what I've done in the past, but pretty much you pick 2 envelopes every week from the labeled 1 through 100, and then you stuff the amount that's on the envelope. So for example, this week I would maybe pick envelope 18 and 68. So I would put $18 in the one envelope and $68 in the other envelope. And like I said, at the end of the year, not month, I probably said month the last time. At the end of the year, I believe it's $5,050 that you save. So I kind of revamped it and simplified the version of this challenge, because what I was finding is that the envelopes just weren't working for me. I don't know if it was like there's just so many of them, and then I didn't feel like I had a good place to put all of them. And y'all, there's people out there that have saving challenge boxes that work for them, and power to them. But the way my brain works, I wanted to think of the most, like I said the last time, efficient way that I can do this challenge that made sense for me and was the easiest way for me, and I didn't have all these envelopes and all of the things that just didn't make it work for myself. And so what I created is a 100 envelope challenge binder, where it's pretty much the same. It's the same concept. The same concept. Pick 2 envelopes each week and place the amount in the envelope. But the only caveat is that I don't have, let me bring you in a little closer. Sorry, y'all, you were kind of like far away from me. Let me bring you in. The only caveat this time is that I don't have 100 envelopes. I only have 6 to 12 envelopes that I will be stuffing. And the way that I went about it is that I've made trackers for every month. So every month there is a tracker, and there's 4 weeks for the month, right? So every week I will go in and indicate what are the 2 numbers that I want to stuff. I don't do them randomly. I actually like pick the numbers out that I actually want to stuff for that week. It just works better for me and my budget. I will indicate what those numbers are, and then I will stuff that in its corresponding envelope here. All of the envelopes for January that I will stuff will go into one singular envelope instead of having 8 envelopes for 1 month. Does that make sense? So pretty much I've eliminated 100 envelopes and only am going to be using 12 envelopes for this challenge, because every month will have 8 envelopes worth of money in this one. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So the same thing. I kind of changed up the format a little bit. I've made it for February, where here's your 4 weeks. I will indicate what the amount is, and then here's the envelope that all of the money for February's envelopes will go in. Now, what I did for my tracker is just my binder to just save on some having multiple different trackers. What I did is I just printed out the trackers and then double-sided it. So at the end of June, I will go in and then flip all the envelopes around, and then the next 6 months are on the opposite side, just to save some paper. Well, I guess it's not really saving paper, but just to save some like space in the binder, because after a while, this binder is going to get thick with all of the money that you're putting in there, right? So when you get your trackers, you will have, if you decide to purchase it, you will have 12 individual trackers that you can print out. You can double-side it if you want. You can keep it single, so you have 12 of these. But what will happen is that at the end of the year, I will have 12 envelopes that correspond to each month. And then for the months that have bonus weeks, I have a bonus week tracker right here ready for you. So the weeks that have 5 weeks, I have trackers ready to go. And then just like I did for the savings challenge binder, is that, like I said, I like to do monthly tracking of everything. And so for every month, at the end of the month, I will count how much money that we saved for that month, put the total in balance, and then do the same for February. And the number should come up to $5,050. So this is my version and simplified version of the 100 envelope challenge of how to like keep it all together. It's still the same concept. It's just so I don't have 100 different envelopes floating around. Like, I lost envelopes last year. Like, I don't even know where they went. So I'm like, you know what, Brittany, let's just make your life as easy as possible. So that is my savings challenges for the 2023 year to get us to the goal. $5,000 for an emergency fund, paying off all of my debt that I have, putting $5,000 to my savings. And you will get these if you are interested. The PDFs will be on my in my Etsy shop that you can purchase for a couple of dollars. They will be separate PDFs. So one for the simple savings binder challenges, and then one for the 100 envelope challenges, and you will get all of the trackers that are in each of those savings sets. Let me put it that way. All the information will be linked down below. Make sure you check it out. You don't have to send me an email, y'all. Just check down below. All the instructions will be there. Y'all, if you really can't figure it out, like, send me an email, that's fine. thecraftybudgeter@gmail.com. But it should be self-explanatory. as much as possible. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this year to get us to our financial goals. What savings challenges are you doing? Any new exciting ones that you've come up with? Definitely let me know. I'd love to just hear all of the different types, and maybe I'll incorporate them in my challenges for next year. But y'all, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the Crafty Budgeter fam. We have fun over here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's reach these savings goals for 2023 and let's make it happen. See ya. Bye-bye.